Well, 58 years old, and I finally did it. I've been wanting to do this for several years now, and finally got the opportunity, and I pulled the trigger. My wife's been kind of against it, but I just made it work. So I did a lot of research before I basically said I'm done, I'm retired, and I'm not working anymore. But that doesn't mean I won't work. I'll probably work harder now than I worked when I actually had a job. So, but that's okay. I can do it when I want to versus when somebody else wants me to. So anyway, I look forward to that. Love challenges, love opportunities, love, I love working, but I don't want to work for somebody else anymore. And so it's been a long time coming. I've done a lot of research using AI. You can get a lot of answers using AI, with graphs and charts and how much money do you need versus, what are your bills each month? What kind of income do you have, from different sources and that kind of thing. And over the last few months and few years, I've been, putting all this into place. And there is one company out there, I think it's called Bolden. I've used it to help me, try to kind of decide what magic number I need to be at. And there really is no magic number, but for me, I just wanted to have a little bit of a cushion before I said, hey, I'm done. We have 3 kids, and my youngest is 18. And so, he's still on our insurance. One of the other kids is still on our insurance. And I want to make sure that we're, covered, and we have a good insurance coverage, and, kind of what that looks like. So that was one of the reasons I've kind of been apprehensive to, pull the trigger. But I finally, again, got to a place where I felt like, it was time. We've made some good decisions along the way, and thank goodness God has blessed us to not have a mortgage. So that's one of the biggest things. Not having bills to pay where you have to pay each month. Obviously, there's going to be some bills that you're going to have to pay regardless, and that's no matter where you live. So you do have to have some type of income or income source, and we do have that. Over the years, I had an ESOP plan, which basically is company stock. I had my 401k. I had a pension plan, and kind of as you put all that together and made some great financial decisions on where that money needs to go, what it needs to look like, and been able to make good money on that. We've made some great real estate decisions as far as buying and selling and flipping. And so we were able to take some of that money and be able to utilize that over the next few years. So just all those compounded together, God has really shown us and directed us and guided us in this direction. And I just feel like, now is the time for me to be able to pull the trigger. And we're making some decisions and setting some goals for the next few years of what that looks like for us. And we'll just take it day by day, month by month, and obviously year by year. As you plan your time out and plan these things out, obviously you look at a lot of different variables from, let's just say, hey, what does my health look like? What do my finances look like? And how to plan those things out. Can I afford it? Yes or no? If my health is good, how much longer can I go to where I can, take vacations, do things with the kids, the possible grandkids, those types of questions, and getting those answers. And, sometimes you may have to cut back, but, you don't want to necessarily have to be cutting way back whenever you've worked so hard all these years to put money back to be able to, retire and do your own thing. And then all of a sudden, you got to go get a job, or you have to, cut back on what you wanted to do. So I think those things are real important to have a cushion. Obviously, if the market takes a big swing here and there, that really could make a big difference. So what you're invested in, I would definitely make sure you do your homework there. I've done a lot of homework over the last few years, and I used to let somebody take care of all my finances for me when it came to my IRA and things like that. And over the last year, I've taken that responsibility back and actually done very well. So for the most part, I use index funds, ETFs, maybe the S&P. I'm not trying to be, make a whole lot of money in real quick time. But yes, I do have a few stocks, maybe like Tesla, Nvidia, and a couple other here and there. But for the most part, I just deal with ETFs and index funds. It's less on the fees, and when the market takes a big hit or goes up, really big, it's not, the swings are not as good or bad, and I'm fine with that. As you get to a particular age, particular time in your life, you don't need the big swings up and down, and a lot of that really is a personal decision on how that affects you, what that looks like. So I just think each person has to individually look at, their particular situation. Make sure your wife and you are on the same page when it comes to, what that looks like for the family. My wife is about 7 years younger than me, so she said she may, work a little bit longer because that's what she enjoys doing. And again, I will definitely work. It just won't be work per se as if I have to go. I love volunteering my time with the homeless people, with the special needs people, with, the veterans, other folks that are less fortunate than myself. God has just truly blessed my family and me. And, I just want to give back, and I enjoy doing that. But again, I don't have to go to this job each day. And that within itself is the best feeling in the world. So again, I'm blessed. I thank God each and every day for that blessing. And so it has been a long time coming. Something, again, I've been thinking about wanting to do for a long time, and finally pulled the trigger a couple weeks ago, put in my 2-week notice. They said, don't even worry about coming back. That was even better. So that worked out great. I've got some insurance lined up already, so got that in place and everything else. Now it's just a matter of sitting back and making some decisions, getting some, getting some things on the calendar of what I'm going to do, enjoy doing. I love to walk. I love to run, to hike, to bike. So I'm getting to do a lot of extra of that right now, and it's fantastic. Also, I've been able to focus more on, again, my health from the, standpoint of what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my body, because, you got to think about this as 10-year chunks. What you do in your 50s, you're going to see a result in your 60s, good, bad, or otherwise, and vice versa. I mean, what you do in your 60s, you'll see what that looks like in your 70s. My dad's 82, and he probably lived to be 100. And so his mom was 95 when she passed away. And so, I look forward to having a long life. And, I want to make sure I take care of myself and my family in this time. And it has been a true blessing. Look, if you have any comments, if you want me to share anything else from here on out, I'm invested in putting in a couple videos a week now. And, I want to hit some of these high points of what I can do to help you live your dream and to be able to take the next step and to feel better about things. Now with so much social media, so much hype, so much everything, we're all worried about what's going to happen. You got tariffs, you got the government shutdown, you got all these different things that are going on. And it really doesn't affect you that much. Yeah, it affects us, but not like we think it's hypersensitive that, because the government shut down, all of a sudden my IRA is going to be cut in half. That's not the case. So look, I just want to get on here and share with all of you that I did it, and it's done. It's over. So hopefully you guys can do this too, and I can talk some positivity into your life, and we can share together. I look forward to making more of these videos and helping you make some good decisions as well. Have a great day.